What happens when your father isn't just rich, but oil-rich, royalty-rich? For most kids, a wealthy dad means an extra birthday pony or maybe first-class tickets to Disneyland. For Princess Noura and Princess Fada, daughters of Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, it means castles that rival Versailles, yachts that could host a music festival, and a childhood so extravagant even fairy tales look thrifty by comparison. If you think this is just another billionaire story, think again. This is what happens when trust fund baby meets world's largest oil reserves. Born into trillions. Before Mohammed bin Salman became the most powerful man in Saudi Arabia, he was already born into unimaginable wealth. The House of Saud, his family, sits on an estimated fortune of $1.4 trillion, built from decades of oil profits, prime global real estate, and investments that make Silicon Valley venture capitalists look frugal. When Saudi Arabia discovered oil in the 1930s, it was like striking black gold on an industrial scale. The kingdom partnered with American companies, creating what would become Saudi Aramco, now the world's most valuable energy company and the golden goose behind the royal family's empire. Mohammed bin Salman himself hasn't just inherited wealth, he's expanded it. Through the kingdom's sovereign wealth fund, the Public Investment Fund, or PIF, Saudi money now flows into everything from Uber to electric cars to football clubs. This diversification isn't just smart economics. It's the reason Noura and Fada's future is secured far beyond oil. Their playroom isn't just lavish. It's probably better funded than some hedge funds. Childhood in a different universe. For the daughters of Mohammed bin Salman, childhood doesn't look anything like Saturday morning cartoons in pajamas. Their lives are private, but the glimpses we get tell a story of unimaginable privilege. Imagine taking your first steps across Italian marble floors polished enough to see your reflection. Playdates probably happen in gilded salons under crystal chandeliers, while private tutors, likely Ivy League types, teach languages, global economics, and maybe how to say thank you in 12 different ways to butlers and yacht captains. Where other kids get plastic tiaras, Noura and Fada are toddling past actual crown jewels. Bedtime stories aren't read under glow-in-the-dark stickers. They're likely read under custom chandeliers, while rare art hangs silently on the walls. If they draw on the walls with crayons, an art curator probably swoons before a restoration expert rushes in. Childhood here isn't just comfortable, it's curated. Palaces that redefine extravagance. Few homes capture Mohammed bin Salman's love for grandeur like the Chateau Louis XIV near Paris. A $320 million modern palace inspired by 17th century splendor, but powered by the latest technology. Here, fountains and lights respond to a smartphone tap. A private cinema could host its own film festival, and an underwater meditation room lets you relax while koi and sturgeon glide past the glass. There's even a wine cellar big enough to impress any sommelier, though the kids will have to wait a while to appreciate it. Back in Saudi Arabia, the family's estates such as Al Yamama Palace and Al Uruba Palace are no less stunning. Think Italian marble floors, hand-carved ceilings, and furniture so refined it probably deserves its own passport. Even tissues are elevated to luxury with gold-plated holders. And because royal wealth has no borders, the family also claims a penthouse at 432 Park Avenue in New York City. Because every modern royal deserves a Manhattan skyline view, living in a personal art museum. Most kids grow up with family photos and a few IKEA prints. Noura and Fada, however, live surrounded by art history itself. Their father is a passionate collector whose purchases could make museum curators weep, including Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, reportedly bought for over $450 million, the most expensive painting ever sold. Imagine growing up thinking Leonardo was basically a family friend. with bedrooms that feel more like private galleries than kids' rooms. When the family entertains, it's not just champagne and snacks, it's cocktails beside Picassos and Monets worth more than some nations. Even their hallways double as art exhibits. While most of us debate which poster to hang, these young royals casually live inside their own private Louvre, only with better lighting and no crowds. Yachts that make cruise ships look humble. If there's anything richer than oil, it's yacht money, and the Saudi royals have plenty. Among Mohammed bin Salman's fleet is Pegasus, a $200 million floating palace with gold-infused spas, an Olympic-level gym, and interiors fit for kings. Then there's the Serene, a 134-meter super yacht so vast it makes cruise ships look tiny, complete with pools, a cinema, a helipad, and even a submarine. For Noura and Fada, these aren't boats, they're floating playgrounds. While we hunt cruise deals, they're deciding whether to drop anchor in Capri or Saint-Tropez for gelato, with butlers, Michelin star chefs, and DJs turning afternoons into ocean parties. Cars that are more fantasy than transportation. The Royal Garage isn't just a place to park, it's an automotive dreamland. Among its stars is a Bugatti Chiron, a $3 million rocket on wheels capable of hitting 261 miles per hour. There's a Lamborghini Aventador for days when only a roaring V12 will do, a futuristic McLaren P1 proving eco-friendly can still be blisteringly fast, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom redefining quiet luxury. Add a Ferrari LaFerrari and a Mercedes G-Wagon, and the lineup could make any car lover weep with envy. If Noura and Fada ever take driving lessons, it won't be in a beat-up sedan. Their first parallel park might happen in a car worth more than an entire house. Private jets that put commercial airlines to shame. When your father commands immense wealth, commercial flights aren't even a thought. Mohammed bin Salman's personal fleet includes a custom Airbus A380, a $450 million flying palace that features a Turkish bath, private suites, a concert hall, and even a garage for luxury cars. There's also a custom Boeing 747, transformed into an airborne mansion, complete with lounges, gourmet kitchens, and cutting-edge entertainment systems. For the daughters, long-haul flights aren't about cramped seats and tiny pretzels. They're about sleeping in private suites and deciding which chandelier-lit room to hang out in midair. The empire that funds it all. This extraordinary lifestyle isn't fueled by oil alone, though oil lit the spark. The discovery of vast petroleum reserves in the 20th century turned Saudi Arabia into an economic powerhouse almost overnight. But under Mohammed bin Salman's leadership, the royal fortune has evolved far beyond crude exports. Through the Public Investment Fund, Saudi wealth now reaches into technology giants, futuristic car makers, and the global entertainment industry. It's a masterclass in future-proofing. While oil prices rise and fall, the royal family has secured its place in whatever comes next, from AI to electric vehicles to industries we haven't even imagined yet. A glimpse at the princess's future. It's easy to picture Noura and Fada sailing through life on yachts forever, but their future could be far more influential. Saudi royal women are increasingly taking on powerful roles in business, philanthropy, and diplomacy, from Princess Rima bint Bandar Al Saud serving as ambassador to the US to others leading fashion empires and major charities. With world-class tutors, top universities, and networks that can open any door, Noura and Fada could one day run global companies, fund innovation, or even create entirely new industries. Their future resumes are destined to leave recruiters speechless. Royalty versus regular rich. It's almost unfair to compare. Ordinary billionaire kids might have designer sneakers and private jets. Noura and Fada have private jets with car garages inside. While some celebrity kids get front row seats at Fashion Week, these princesses could buy the fashion house. Across the world, Britain's Princess Charlotte is already a mini-style icon worth billions thanks to her influence. But even she might raise an eyebrow at the oil-backed splendor of Saudi princess life. Life in a gold-plated bubble. Being Mohammed bin Salman's daughter means luxury isn't an upgrade, it's the default. Their world is filled with masterpieces, palaces, yachts, supercars, and private jets, all set against a kingdom rapidly modernizing and expanding its global reach. These young royals may grow into powerful figures shaping business, culture, and innovation. For now, Noura and Fada enjoy a childhood few can imagine. Playdates on mega yachts, bedtime under chandeliers, and mornings surrounded by priceless art, while the rest of us hunt for cheap flights and light candles to feel fancy. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the jaw-dropping, gold-plated lives of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's daughters. If you enjoyed peeking behind the velvet curtain of this ultra-privileged life, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, where luxury always gets a little more outrageous.